Hello and welcome to the Fix and Stitch and Shop. My name is Jamin, also Mr. Stitcher Fixer. Today I'm going to show you a couple of machines. This one in particular is a White Rotary. This is our White Rotary. As you can see, the filigree that's cast right into the metal. What model is it? It is a 9002. Serial number is right back here. Get a close-up of that. This machine was made approximately 1902, and this machine is a really grand machine. It sews beautifully. I've done a couple little modifications to step up its capabilities. I just wanted to go over those and also show you how to thread and care for the machine. So again, this is a White Rotary 9002. Okay, so again, this is the White Rotary 9002. I'm going to show you how to thread up for a bobbin case. Fill your bobbin. Now, normally you're going to have a spool here. I use too much thread, so I use that. You're going to wrap it in and around your pre-tensioner. There's a little groove right here that comes down through. That groove's right there where my fingernail is. You're going to wrap the thread around a few times. Get that locked in there. When you lock that in place, good to go. Now, I told you I had this machine modified. This machine is modified so that you can use it as a hand crank, or you can plug it in. The other modification I made to this machine, as you can see, the LED bulb. Much brighter, and it won't burn your hand like the old incandescents used to. So, we plug the white in. And as you can see, I have rewired the whole machine. I have access to vintage style cords and plugs so that I can make your machine look cool. There's all kinds of colors I have the option to do. Also, some of the things that we do here at the shop are things such as this. This junction box had no cover, considering it was built in 1902, roughly. It was gone. And so what I've done is I've made a hammered copper cover, and I've patinaed it so that it would look like it was from 1902. We try to take and have a little bit of respect for the history and character of our machines here. All right, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen the hand wheel and let it rip. And you can see that your thread is winding here. And we'll just let that bobbin fill up. Now in 1902, these machines did not have a stopper for once it was full, so you do need to watch it. And when your bobbin's full, it's time to stop. And so how we're threading this machine is, see how this thread comes off to the left? You're going to slide that into the bobbin. You're going to put that through that little loop. Then it's going to come around. I know it's hard to see, I'll get my fingers out of the way here in a second. And then pull it up so that now your thread comes right out the top of the bobbin case. You're going to load with this part pointing straight up. I'll show you. By the way, this is Daffy. She's our shop manager. She likes to both micromanage, get in the way, and CAT scan everything. So again, this little tab goes up. You're going to push your lever up, and the whole bobbin case pops right in. No big deal. And we can write the machine to ourselves. To thread this machine, we're going to wrap our thread around our guides. Then you're going to come down here. Inside here is your check spring and tension. That's your uptake. You have another thread guide down here. And if you hold your thread in two hands, that allows you to get through that a lot easier. I always clip my thread and make a fresh spot. And this machine threads left to right. I always find I do better with a pair of tweezers than I do my bare hands. Everybody's got their own way. All right, so you're just going to turn your hand wheel, and that will pick up your thread. And I work on too many machines. I rolled the hand wheel the wrong direction. That's good to go. This bobbin cover just clicks right in place. So let's see why such a cool old machine is so cool. Also for this machine, I have the original manual. But let's take a look at this machine, how it sews. So this fabric is a starched fabric. The reason I use and start with this starched fabric is because it allows me to look at the stitches themselves and check my tensions and make sure that I've adjusted my tensions right before a machine leaves my shop, whether it's one for sale or if it's one for a repair. Now we can adjust our stitch length to 7 stitches per inch or all the way down to 1 stitch per inch, depending on what our needs are. Okay, so that's cool, but what else can this machine do? Well, let me show you. That's the starched fabric. And you can see how our stitches are nice and clean. Let's go to denim, because obviously in 1902, denim was pretty popular. As you can see, this is 3 layers of denim. This is about a 12-ounce denim. And you see the machine doesn't stutter at all. And again, we can take our stitches down real short or have them real long. But as you saw, the machine did not hesitate through 3 layers of denim. Okay, so one of the final tests I do on a machine is I sew with tricot. If you see the one side, it's nice and smooth. The other side is slightly ribbed. So what I do is I fold the smooth side in against itself. The reason for that is because the fabric can slide on itself, and that makes it very difficult to sew. I've seen machines much newer not be able to sew on tricot, and that's kind of cool because this machine was built somewhere between 60 and 80 years before tricot was even invented. And so knowing that the newer machines sew on tricot sometimes, and this machine that was never built for such a fine fabric does a beautiful job of sewing on tricot. So let's do another test. This is upholstery weight leather. That's one layer. That's two layers. And now you have three. Now when you're sewing leather, you do want longer stitches, so adjust accordingly. And you want a little higher tension. Can you see why I just love these old machines? No hesitation, just done and done beautifully. It's proved itself since 1900. Okay, so that is our White Rotary 9002 here at the Fix and Stitch and Machine Shop. This is our leather sample, our jeans are starched, and our tricot. So we know this machine is working wonderfully as it should. So now we sew everything together. And this machine is ready to have a new owner. So this machine from 1902, this beautiful memory maker, it's over 100 years old, needs a new history, needs a rehome for somebody else to sew people's prom dresses, wedding dresses, and continue to make memories forever. This has been the Fix and Stitch and Machine Shop. I hope you have a grand day.